If nobody asks you to dance, then you ask somebody else to dance. And better yet, you get out on that floor and you dance on your own and watch how you inspire others to join you on the dance floor. Happy International Women's Day. I'm so excited about the theme this year in 2024. It is to inspire inclusion. And today I'm going to talk about the power of inclusion, and I'm going to talk about the power of voice. Your voice is at the heart of your power. And when you submerge your voice, that's when you run the risk of becoming irrelevant. And if you become irrelevant, now you compromise your impact and your influence. It's so important, especially in these environments, that you exercise your voice. We are in an environment where none of us have ever been before, because frankly, none of us have ever lived on the other side of a global pandemic. And many of us have never seen the kind of social unrest that we're witnessing around the world these days, which means that nobody has the playbook on the future. Nobody has the playbook on how we go forward to actually drive revenues or engage with clients differently or grow market share in a different way that we grew it 10 years, or even to manage human capital. All of that is changing right now. You have the power to put your imprimatur on your environment, but you must use your voice when doing so. And you can't allow what I'll call extraneous feelings to make you swallow your voice when you're in these rooms. Remember that if you got the job, that's because they saw that you were good and that you could make rain. And you have one intention every day: make the rain. And you can, because nobody gets a job generally on one interview. Generally, you have to see 5 or 8 or 10 people before you get the job. 5, 8, or 10 people couldn't have made a mistake on you. So own the fact that you have what it takes to do that, but you must exercise your voice. Now let's talk about the power of inclusion. Inclusion is important because it gives everyone in that environment a chance to contribute. And if everybody can contribute, you have no choice but to get to the best solutions for your organization, for your department, for your entire company. It gives you a competitive edge because you're accessing maximum intellectual capital. When somebody is left out of the game, you're losing something by definition. And it's so funny, people used to ask me all the time in the early days, back in the 90s, people would say things like, well, what if people don't invite me to drinks? Or they'll go off to lunch together and nobody will say anything to me. And my answer then and my answer now is invite yourself. In most cases, people are not going to say, oh, no, you can't come. And in fact, if you know that everybody goes to a favorite place on Thursdays after work, you make sure that you get there first. And you know what? Buy the first round of drinks when everybody else comes in. And oh, by the way, if you're not a drinker, have some club soda. But the point is to be a part of it. And you'll be surprised. Most people are not getting invited. People are just gathering. And, I used to hear people say all the time that diversity was being invited to the party and inclusion was being asked to dance. Well, here's the deal. If nobody asks you to dance, then you ask somebody else to dance. And better yet, you get out on that floor and you dance on your own and watch how you inspire others to join you on the dance floor. Happens every single time. Next time you go to a party, watch that lone wolf will get out there and start partying hard, and watch how many other single people come right to that dance floor and start dancing right alongside of them. Sometimes it takes your actions and your intentionality to inspire inclusion. And oh, by the way, if you're sitting in a leadership seat, make sure that you're that leader that has a diverse group of people reporting into you. Your results will speak for themselves. And when your team starts outshining every other team, you'll be surprised how many other leaders will start to emulate your strategy in making sure that you are accessing all of the talent that is available to you. Inclusion is very, very powerful. It gives you a competitive edge as a leader because it gives you access maximum opportunity to get the best talent, the best thinking, the best creativity at your disposal as a leader. Go get them.